Once again, my friend Nova has sent me a copy of this pretty old game actually that has been lost for years now, I'm pretty sure. 4.8.1 MKP. Years ago I made a video on 4.8.2, the full edit, and this is obviously, you can tell by the name, this is the older version of that game. And there are actually a few differences in this game compared to 4.8.2 and 4.8.2 full, and they're pretty interesting actually. But before we talk about the changes, I want to talk about this game like just by itself as a whole. And like most, if not all, old MKP games, this game is pretty outdated, very outdated actually. The old physics engine is still here, obviously. Gameplay is pretty broken in terms of hitboxes and balancing and stuff. So yeah, just keep in mind, because this game is pretty old. I would go to say this is like what, 5, if not like 8, 7 plus years old. Actually no, this game is actually 10 years old. I'm pretty sure, if this is correct, because I'm pretty sure this game was released back in 2009 actually, obviously by PriST. But yeah, just keep that in mind when you download the game. And the changes are pretty substantial. Specifically, some characters, Avenger actually has been pretty changed. If you guys remember Avenger, he used to have a hammer on him at all times, and he had a broken uppercut where it was like mid to long range uppercut. It was pretty good, but they removed that and they changed some of his moves. Previously he had like this huge as like cloud move that will take up pretty much the entire screen. Now he has a little like a lightning move that attacks just in front of him, not the air, like the bubble does. Nightmare has a different teleport punch, teleport kick. Rain has like 10 plus more combos if you see the move list. Also, Noob Smoke has this new like projectile move called Meteor, where he like brings down like a purple orb. Very slow but very effective. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that some characters here have some edits, some changes that haven't been seen before in any games I've seen, at least in the old MKP era. So just in that regard by itself, this makes MKP 4.8.1 pretty interesting actually. I mean, with that being said, right, Nightmare still has his infinite, that infinite where you can spam his scythe against the wall, and Snake has his infinite where you can spear an opponent and combo them in the air and repeat. So even though this game has I guess unique edits for certain characters, the game is still very broken. It still includes infinite combos. Yeah. Now what's very, very good about this game is that PriST has been nice enough to include a move list for this game. It includes move list for everyone's special moves, combos and finishes. Because if you guys remember back in the old MKP era, move lists were pretty much non-existent back in the day. We had to go back into the game's files, in the character files, and actually look up their moves in the code. So yeah, that's very good. In terms of screen pack, this game screen pack, its main menu actually is still the same as the old MKP, that reddish maroon color background thing. Yeah, a good description. It also includes the same MKP 4.2 select screen, which has the MKDA logo with like spikes coming out and the fucking spikes galore select screen. Yeah. One change that obviously just a very small change with select screen is that we have Tremor and Blaze in the middle, except for the Fire God and Water God. Avenger is under Shao Kahn. He's the only quote-unquote hidden character in the game. Everything else is pretty, you can see in the screen. In terms of music, it's very weird because all the music in this game has been changed. Like even the legacy stages, like Pit 2 and stuff, they have different music, which is odd to say the least, but sure, why not? This game's tower is pretty ass as well. It puts you up against pretty much all of the bosses in one tower. First off, like, you would know that you're close to the end when you're fighting against Shang Tsung MK3. That's when the bosses start to begin. So you fight off all the Shang Tsungs, and then you fight all the Raidens, and then you fight off Goro, Motaro, Kintaro, and then you fight Shao Kahn. So it's pretty hard tower. Pretty bullshit to be honest. Obviously, since this is the old MKP, you can pretty much exploit the AI to win. Also, the ending itself for the tower is also really ass. I mean, it's It's the old shit, you know, like it's the GIF stuff or GIF stuff where it's just Shao Kahn dying but in a GIF form. But in this version, for some reason, there's no sound, so it's pretty ass. But yeah, still, I personally think it's still worth a try, even if it's for like what, an hour or so, or even that. Unique moves from certain characters, unique edits and stuff for characters. Some pretty cool stages that I've haven't seen before in other games. And yeah, that's pretty much it for MKP 4.8.1. As always, I'll leave the description. No, I'll leave the download link in the description. Yeah, as per usual. And once again, I want to thank Anthony Nova for actually sending me this game, because he actually found this game in his old CD. So that's pretty good. Lucky he found that, or else this game would have been lost forever. Because from what I remember in the past, MKP 4.1, even 4.8.2 was pretty lost back in the day, as most of the links were using, the links for 4.8.2 was using RapidGator, and it had like 10 parts to it, which is pretty bullshit. And obviously with RapidGator shutting down, those links are no longer active. But yeah, once again, thanks. I can't stress enough, guys. Thanks to Anthony Nova once again, and thank you very much for watching.
Wins. Fatality.